What's up everybody, welcome back to DKTR. My name is Darian and today we're going to be checking out the EvaPolar EvaSmart, a portable personal air conditioner that uses water to keep you cool. During the summer months, it's extremely hot in my house, and in order to keep it cool, we have to have our air conditioner running 24/7. This does its job very well, but it's also extremely expensive. You could get a smaller air conditioner for just your room, but that has to be placed in your window and isn't very cheap either. The EvaSmart is basically a fan behind a cardboard filter that soaks up water and is able to simulate an air conditioner by humidifying the air. It comes in a black and white colorway and is the flagship model of the EvaPolar series, having Wi-Fi compatibility. However, if its $229 price tag seems like a lot to you, you could always opt to get the Eva Lite Plus for $150, which only is lacking the Wi-Fi compatibility. And if that still seems like a lot, you always could just get the Eva Chill, which is a smaller, more portable version that only costs around $99. So now let's take a closer look. The EvaSmart measures 8.14 by 8.54 by 7.24 inches, so it's relatively compact and can easily fit on a desk or nightstand. On the top of the EvaSmart, you will notice the touchscreen, which allows you to turn on the cooler as well as tinker with a bunch of different settings. There are two main numbers on the display. The top is the incoming air temperature and the bottom is the outgoing air temperature, which can be set to either Celsius or Fahrenheit. There are also buttons to increase and decrease the fan speed, enter night mode, change the LED brightness, switch the LED colors, enter sleep mode, connect to Wi-Fi, and monitor your filter's life. On the right side, there is a tab to raise or lower the angle the fan will blow, and on the left side, there is the 1.3 liter water tank. Behind the water tank is the cartridge that's needed to be replaced every 3 to 6 months to properly filter the air. On the back side, there is a USB-C port for charging and the fan intake. Operating the device is super simple. Just fill the water tank with ice cold water, then press the on button, and the fan will instantly start cooling the air in your own personal bubble. Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the EvaSmart, starting with the cons. So the first con is actually a rather big one. About a week after using the EvaSmart, I noticed this musty smell coming out of it. I immediately pulled out the filter and I checked and I found mildew growing on the back of the filter. It was actually quite easy to clean off. All I had to do was put it in the sink and then run some water and the smell went away, but I've noticed I have to do this every week or two in order to completely get rid of the mildew. The next con is that I haven't actually been able to connect the EvaSmart to my Wi-Fi. It requires your Wi-Fi to broadcast at 2.4 gigahertz, and mine broadcasts at both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz simultaneously. I've turned off the 5 gigahertz on the router, but I still cannot get it to connect to my Wi-Fi. Another con is that this actually isn't an air conditioner because it doesn't use Freon and it's not actually cooling the air. It's just kind of humidifying it with water and allowing it to seem cooler. And since it uses water, you have to replace the water every 6 to 8 hours, which could get annoying to some people, but I don't have much of an issue with it. And another con is that because of its small size and low power consumption, it just does not have the ability to cool an entire room. All it can really do is cool the immediate space around you and form what I like to call a personal bubble that is very cold inside. And the final con is that the touchscreen is kind of iffy. Sometimes it works perfectly, but other times you have to push really hard and you still can't get it to work. Now let's quickly run over the pros of the EvaSmart, starting with the fact that inside the personal bubble, it actually gets really cold. It doesn't have much range, but inside that bubble, it really does do a good job at cooling you. Another pro is that this works much better than a fan would. A fan's just circulating warm air at you, whereas this is actually trying to do its best job at cooling the air. And another pro is that the EvaSmart is actually really quiet. Compared to a fan that is very loud and obnoxious, if you have the EvaSmart at around 55% speed or lower, you can barely even hear it. It also only consumes about 12.5 watts of energy, so it doesn't take much energy at all, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to keep yourself cool. And having a dedicated night mode and sleep timer is also fantastic. When I'm going to bed, all I have to do is enter night mode and all of the LEDs will instantly dim so they don't disturb my sleep. You can also set a sleep timer so you don't have to have it on all night. You can have it on for 30 minutes to 4 hours. And the LEDs are customizable, so you can select the color or colors you want it to cycle through. The EvaSmart is definitely a good investment. Calling it an air conditioner may be a bit of a stretch, but it definitely does a better job at cooling than a normal fan. It may seem a little expensive at first, but if it's able to help you cut down on your use of your central air conditioner, it will definitely save you money in the long run. But you have to keep in mind that this will not cool your entire house, nor will it even cool your entire room, just a personal bubble. You also have to refill the water about 1 to 3 times a day depending on your usage, and wash the filter about once a week, which isn't that big of a hassle, and it definitely makes the summer months more bearable. But I wouldn't recommend the EvaSmart over the EvaChill or the EvaLite Plus, because paying that much extra money just for Wi-Fi compatibility that doesn't really work is not worth it in my mind. As always, links to anything seen or mentioned in this video can be found in the description down below. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you all so much for watching DKTR. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.